I keep hearing the birds of prey up in Philly, talking like the balance of power in the NFC East is already decided. Like the Cowboys are somehow losing control of the division because of a contract situation. I don't buy it. When I actually study the roster, when I look at the cap structure and the tape at the same time, the George Pickens franchise tag doesn't look like desperation to me. It looks like a calculated move in the middle of the star versus everyone fight. Carlos Eduardo here, breaking down what this really means for America's team. First off, I respect Cris Carter. A Hall of Famer understands the science of playing wide receiver better than almost anyone. But when he says franchising Pickens makes no sense, that's where my film room instincts kick in and tell me this story isn't that simple. Because Dallas already invested in Pickens. The draft capital is gone. The gamble was already made the moment the Cowboys brought him into the blue and silver. At that point, the only real question becomes, how does this weapon fit into the geometry of the offense? And when I look at the tape, I see something that defenses across the NFC East are going to struggle with. Pickens stretches the field in a way that bends coverage rules. Corners have to respect his vertical threat. Safeties drift toward his side of the field. And the moment that happens, the intermediate windows start opening up like cracks in a dam. That's where CeeDee Lamb becomes lethal, slicing through the middle of the defense. That's not theory. That's the physics of coverage in modern football. Now Carter says the Cowboys are risking an upset player. Maybe. Pickens plays with emotion, and sometimes that emotion runs hot. But I've watched enough Cowboy football to know something. AT&T Stadium has always embraced players who bring fire to the field. The great eras of the star weren't built with quiet personalities. They were built with competitors who thrived under the big lights. Think about those legendary NFC battles, the kind that built the identity of America's team. The Cowboys didn't survive those wars by playing safe. They survived them because their offense always had someone capable of taking it to the house. That's what Pickens brings to this roster. Now let's talk about the cap math everyone keeps panicking about. Dak Prescott making elite quarterback money. CeeDee Lamb commanding top receiver dollars. Pickens possibly joining that group long-term. Carter says that formula turns Dallas into the Bengals. I see it differently, because when you put elite weapons around a quarterback with Dak's clutch factor, you force defenses into impossible decisions. Double Lamb and Pickens wins outside. Tilt coverage toward Pickens, and Lamb tears apart the middle of the field. Try to stay balanced, and Dak starts picking you apart play by play. That's the geometry of a dangerous offense. The real pressure in the NFC East isn't on Dallas. The real pressure is on every defense trying to slow down an offense loaded with explosive talent. So here's my fearless prediction. If the Cowboys turn this franchise tag into a smart long-term deal before July, George Pickens won't just be another receiver in Dallas. He'll become one of the most dangerous vertical threats this franchise has had in years. And when that offense starts rolling under the lights of AT&T Stadium, the rest of this division is going to remember something they've tried very hard to forget. When the blue and silver find their rhythm, America's team doesn't chase the NFC East. They take it.